I may be cutting you off a little bit, and sorry for that. I give you a lot of data there, obviously, so there's a lot to enter in. But it looked like everybody got their scatter plot done at least. For a scatter plot would look something like this. Now, I have a label y-axis, so you want to make sure that you do that. When I did mine, I did the shoe size on the x-axis, and I did height on the y-axis. So I want to make sure I labeled those. When I did mine, the shoe sizes, I wasn't the largest, like 17 or 18. I don't remember. I think we went a little bit higher for a shoe size. Yeah, 17 I think was the largest. So I made mine all the way up to 20, and I just went by ones. Now, if you went by twos, that would have been okay as well. I probably wouldn't go more than 2 on that one, though, as far as your animal. And then heights went all the way up to, was it 75, I think, was the highest. So I went up to 80, and then on that one, I went by twos. So it's okay to go by a different number on the x-axis versus what you do on the y-axis. You don't have to have the exact same.
We took down like the growth of grass and started at 59 on my one. So the ridges were exactly 76.
For the height on that one. I like to try to avoid broken grass if we can. It's not bad necessarily all the time, but sometimes it gives you a little bit misleading information. But you can get away with it probably on this one. No. All right, so once you have your scatter plot, then we had some decisions to make eventually. But we decided finding the R value helps us make the decision on direction and strength. Which on this one, the direction, it was pretty easy to see that it was positive. But we'll reinforce that by finding the R value. Well, again, I gave you a lot of data values, so I know it took a while to enter those in. But once they are entered in, just a review of how we find the R value. You shouldn't have to do this, but I got to turn my diagnostics on. So hopefully yours are still on from the other day. But we said we're going to hit stat, we're going to go over to calculate, and we're going to choose number 4, the linear regression option. And as long as we put it in L1 and L2, it should give me all these values, but the one we're worried about is our R value. So we'll round our R values off to 2 decimal places. So we have 0.867. So I'm going to call the R value here 0.87. Now that was a positive 0.87, so that reinforced that the direction was positive. What was our form here? Yeah, it was still linear. Now the strength. Remember, we're going to make our decision on strength based on our table that we had from the other day. So if I look at my table here and I look for 0.87, 0.87 falls in the strong category. So that's what I'll label as strength. Again, I'll be basing on your quiz, I'll be basing your answer on strength off of this table. Okay, so use that table. Did it look like we had any outliers? No, everything was pretty good actually. It was pretty close together. All right, so it's kind of the main ideas that I expect you to be comfortable with when we do take our quiz later on today. All right, well, like I said, I want to go through the next section, section 2.5.